Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Tuesday or thereabout. We have the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck to begin our reading. So let's remove the crystal and get into it. All right, let's do some beginning shuffling. I did hear right before this attempt to get the reading started, peaceful accomplishments. Peaceful accomplishments. So it does feel like it's meant to be at least somewhat, if not fully, a productive day for you. Okay, that's a lot. We're not going to take them all. Boundaries as well as the change card. And let's go with those two. All right. But I feel like it's a day where there's a reminder for a lot to cleanse your energy. But I do sense that you are, at least to an extent in certain ways, getting your life in order. All right. Cleaning things up. There may be a sense of reorganizing or organizing in general. But this Tuesday and even surrounding it is definitely igniting change within you and outside of you, in some of which there's a huge change in regards to how you're feeling. And I want to say even when it comes to your health. But there's a drama about this day for whatever reason. And with the beginning message coming through of peaceful accomplishments, I wouldn't be surprised if it's somewhat of a melodramatic kind of feeling and energy. Even if that comes and goes and isn't consistent throughout the entire day, and again, even possibly surrounding it. But don't be surprised if you do feel that way to an extent. As I just showed somebody going like this when you put the back of your hand on your forehead. I know I can't show you personally, but that was kind of the matching imagery they wanted to give for that. But the boundaries card, I feel like in the midst of this change that's taking place, and that maybe you're wanting to more so initiate moving forward, you're needing to set healthy boundaries within your world. I said that really weird, within your world. And this does go for, habits, consumption for some, when it comes to over-associating, oversharing with people, setting boundaries in that sense. But I wouldn't be surprised if you're thinking about the lack there of boundaries within your past and how that negatively affected you. Going, in either way when it comes to people, situations, as well when it comes to boundaries with yourself once again. But it is a day where this is a big part of what needs to change. Moving on to the Queer Tarot, I very rarely pull this deck out, but I was feeling guided to. Yeah, the Ten of Swords, because I feel like endings are taking a highlight from the past and more so moving forward. But if I'm getting the message of an ongoing sense of progression and development taking place towards an ending of importance in the future. But I feel as if there is sort of a little bit of a burnt out energy about this Tuesday. I do sense that you maybe are feeling a bit more lively and starting your day quicker, sooner than maybe in regards to Monday or even Sunday, more so, or both. But I do sense that you do need to, hearing take better care of yourself. I don't want to put that one on the board, but we have the Magician card. It is a day where Spirit is saying, in the midst of this change in the wind kind of status and energy, in the midst of these boundaries needing to be reflected upon and utilized, implemented, you are the magician. You're manifesting. And I feel there is confidence throughout this Tuesday as well. You can't help but feel a sense of confidence in regards to certain aspects of your life, certain choices maybe, but also there's a huge feeling of confidence that you're having throughout this Tuesday, even if you haven't recently or in general, in regards to yourself. And this is coming through in the way you're carrying yourself. Your gestures is what I'm getting. The words that you're speaking, the messages you're conveying, maybe even the stories or one in particular that you're telling. The colors you're wearing are speaking upon how you're feeling. And I sense that this does happen to most drawn to the reading quite often, but for whatever reason, that's coming up very specifically and purposely for this daily read. Now, the one at the top of the Magician card is being highlighted to me, being drawn to look at it, as when we think of the number one, what comes to mind for you? for me as a reader and a very intuitive, spiritually connected soul, I think beginning again, starting fresh, starting from the beginning, and that naturally coinciding and connecting back to the change card, but also, definitely connecting to the boundaries card as well, because they're saying when you initiate boundaries, in a sense, you're creating a new chapter with yourself, right? Your personal connection to thyself, but also to your world in certain aspects of it. For example, when it comes to an outside example, if you set a new set of boundaries or one very strong and needed boundary with a connection, regardless of what kind of connection that is, you may find that that initiates a new beginning, a new chapter within that continuing connection, one filled with more health and realizations and assistance maybe, but benefits to say the very least. All right, and I'm hearing more constructive progression. So that's just an example, but that there's something about that throughout this day. Let's keep pulling. If I could even get the deck in the right direction. The Justice card, another major arcana. So yeah, they're saying major change, feeling as if this day is partially about you gaining justice. And I feel this is absolutely meant to be on top of the change card, because change brings you justice, right? Remembering that at times you gain justice for a past wrongdoing or difficulty or a sense of lack, even in that coming through in a different form, right? Doesn't mean that's the full justice that you're gaining in regards to whatever that was for you in the past, but it does feel like Spirit's saying sometimes it comes in different forms. Keep that in mind. Say, for example, you struggled with a toxic relationship and that had its extreme wrongdoings and difficulties. Now you're going to be achieving super financial success and even I want to say career success. So that's just another example. But it is a day where you're going to be, reaping the rewards and seeing more so the scales balancing out in your individual favor. Because when change takes place within your worlds in different forms, in different areas, in different ways, that naturally brings you justice and the ability to be more of the magician within your world and manifest exactly what is needed and wanted, right? And so this day reminds us each individually of exactly that. But we're moving on to the Four of Swords. I love this being placed upon the boundaries card because it's a day, my friend, where you're feeling this protection and this vibe and energy about you coming to be and even growing throughout this period more so than ever to be the protector of your own reality, of your own success, I want to say, to protect yourself, maybe to protect your loved ones, to protect your future. Because I feel you walk a very important path. You walk a very spiritual, a very intuitive, connected kind of path. And that does entail different levels of protection, one of which being spiritual beings, in utilizing your intuition and awareness and past experiences and lessons to your advantage to see things work out better than ever for you. But that's only part of the way you're going to be protecting certain aspects of your life moving forward, okay? Absolutely, utilizing what you've been through, what you've learned and gained and even lost. But there's a sense of you needing to just kind of at certain points feel it out and make certain changes and adjustments. I feel this needs to stop, then I'm just going to stop it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to procrastinate in regards to it. I'm going to stop this, put my foot on the brake, or just remove it from my life and watch the benefits roll on in, rather. But I'm getting the random message of when you fill your own cup, the pentacles will flow in more so. Because I feel if you haven't already been receiving more money than you were expecting, you're going to be in the upcoming weeks, especially following the holiday season is now what I'm getting. So basically the new year. And I do sense that you are feeling more protected than you would expect, in this maybe like myself, in regards to negative, toxic, evil, spiritual presence, beings. But this could be in regards to one, if not multiple people, kind of carrying somewhat, if not fully, that energy in your physical reality. It may as well be in regards to certain difficulties you deal with otherwise at work, at home, a relationship. You are protected. Don't forget it. Let's pull these down and pull two more to wrap up this reading. Right from the middle, once again, the Two of Swords. Yeah, because it feels like you don't fully see the way. You may find that there is a bit of a hidden in the dark, or a lack of confirmation, information, clarity that actually is protection. You don't want to actually see it all at this time. You think you do, but really there's true benefit in regards to you not fully understanding, okay? And you may also feel like you are somebody who does typically forget certain aspects of the past. It's your spirit guides, all right? Trust and believe that that is to your benefit. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, three major arcanas touching each other here, piling upon each other quite nicely, as I do feel the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. The wheel is shifting for you. It feels like, as I was just given an image of the wheel turning, and in the midst of that, it's not stopping as far as progression and benefits and things changing and working in your favor, and the justice coming in, manifestation taking place. Wow, it was a mouthful. But I got the image of that wheel churning and then being shifted towards a different area, and that, I guess, was the way I'm perceiving it is it's representing this progress and things working out in your favor, and again, things changing, shifting into a different reality for you, okay? What feels like is meant to be a whole new world for you. I want to wrap up this reading with the Fool card, as I just split the deck to it, because they're saying, again, more so even with the Zero, we're starting fresh. Okay, we're making sure that life changes for the better for you moving forward, and it starts with you. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. I'm sending you so much love and light.